Hey everybody, a quick little video here. I wanted to show off a favorite set of mine. These are the Mattel, not the McFarlane, but the Mattel 1966 Batman figures. You can usually tell from the little stomach thing there in Batman. Why they had to have a bendy stomach, I don't know. And yes, I've thought of filling it and just painting it. But the rest of these figures I love as they are, and I like them better than the McFarlanes. I like the body shapes. Like the legs and the knees and all look better. The McFarlanes look big and thick, and they don't look physically correct for the actors. Especially Batgirl. I think the Mattel Batgirl is a vast improvement over the McFarlane one that I have seen and held in person and refused to buy because I don't like the grin, I don't like the body, and I think the capes on these three by McFarlane are substandard, and these capes are much, much nicer, especially Batgirl. She really has a cool one there. Also had some villains. Now I did repaint all these. I repainted like Robin's legs and features where I could. Sprayed them all with my Mr. Hobby matte spray. Makes them all look so much better. I actually did repaint this Batgirl. The Mattel Batgirl was horrible colors, and I did repaint her from head to toe so that her colors looked much, much better. This guy here, I repainted Joker's face, and yes, he does have a mustache, which I think the McFarlane one is smooth, but this one actually has a little off color there that shows the mustache is present. Plus, I just like the expression better. I like the color of the clothes, and once I sprayed it and detoy these a little bit, where they don't have the shine, they look so much better. I love the Burgess Meredith Penguin. I think he looks fantastic. I'm loving these. I love these guys. I really like these Mattel figures. I'm sorry they stopped making them. I think they're Catwoman, who I did repaint, the face especially, getting the eyebrows. And she's a little Julie Newmar, and she's a little Lee Merriweather. So I definitely want to get the McFarlane Eartha Kitt. I love Eartha Kitt, and I've got to have her too. And I don't have King Tut, but I think it'll fit. You'll see why. I've got the Riddler back there. As a child, he was my favorite. I love Frank Gorshin. And I like the expression again on the Mattel. So much better. I've seen that one. Don't like it. Like this one. But I do have, since they're continuing, two McFarlanes, which is the Mr. Freeze. And yes, I made the Freeze gun. That's a homemade Freeze gun for my Mr. Freeze figure. And repainted his outfit. I just made it where it's not such a light blue. I thought he looked a little better, more of a gray blue than he was. And Egghead, who needed nothing except an egg. I did add the egg. I made it out of epoxy putty. And I really didn't repaint him at all. I sprayed him, made him nice flat coat where his clothes looked better. And I think I'd glossed his eyes. I mean, you got to have Vincent Price in the group. I want a King Tut. He's out there. I'm going to get him for continuity. He's not my favorite villain by any means, but I'll do it. And don't these look good? I mean, the McFarlanes, in case you're wondering, are the same size and scale as the Mattels. So, to me, pick and choose. I mean, just because it's a McFarlane and it comes with McFarlane stuff, and I love you, Todd. You're a great guy. You're doing great by us with DC stuff. But I'm sorry, your 66 group is wanting. You need to do some physical something or others. I mean, like, look at Robin's legs, look at Batgirl's, look at like Catwoman's body and physique. That's the Mattel, man. McFarlane should be out doing that, and I'm a little disappointed in you. Even Adam West, it's got those Adam West, knobby knees. I see more Adam West in this, and Burt Ward, and Yvonne Craig, much more of her. And I would know a little bit what she looks like. I'm going to throw this in for good measure, because I met her in 1995. That's a pretty bad photo. It had a lot of glare. But she came to a show I went to in LA and sat at my table, and we talked, and she was wonderful, and I'm going to always miss her. So I'm very particular about my Batgirls. I'm sorry, McFarlane, get on the ball. She looks like a bodybuilder, and she's got this stupid grin that looks like a cartoon. Get in there and Yvonne Craig that woman out some, you know? Give her some attitude. Otherwise, I think these are wonderful. I'm not getting the 6 scale versions of these. I just can't afford them. They're too dadgum expensive. And I have seen in person the Joker, and he was beautiful. But, you know, I'm happy with these guys. I'm absolutely, positively happy with these little teeny figures. Now, I do have a Hot Toys 66 Batman and a custom Robin. So I've got those two in 6 scale. And if Hot Toys are somebody, those guys maybe that are doing the 12-inch Jokers and stuff, if they do a Batgirl, you can bet your baloney I'm going to get her. But that's it. I'm not going to do 6 scale on everything. I'm kind of liking this 6-7-inch scale stuff. But I really love these guys. This Mr. Freeze just rules my world. He had to have his freeze gun. You know, this is like, you know, everything I think of these guys, they all had a saying, you know, Wyatt. And you got Vincent Price, of course, just, he had to have an egg in his hand. I mean, look at his hand. I just rolled a little epoxy putty and painted it white, you know. He had to have an egg. I'm sorry. You got to have an egg for Egghead. And I love the colors. I love how, you know, color TV was coming in back then, so they went ballistic with the colors. And I think these figures are amazing. These especially, if I repainted anything, it was to get a color match or to make them a little more accurate. But for the most part, these are sprayed as they were. I know the Riddler is. Now, I did his face. I repainted his face. Didn't have to do much to Burgess Meredith. Didn't have to do much. These McFarlanes are so good, I didn't have to do much to them. And that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to show this little set off. I really love them. I mean, it's, of all the figure sets I have, I never thought in a million years that I'd have these. If I was a little kid and you walked in while my family and I were watching Batman on the family TV and said, "Here, little Les, have this set of Batman figures," I would have launched right through the roof. Because I did love that show when I was a kid. Anyway, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoy. Get the McFarlanes if that's all you can get. Get some of the Mattels if you can. And if you have the means to get them painted or repaint them, do so. Otherwise, snag what you can, man. Snag what you can. It's a great collecting time out there, and there's cool stuff to be had. Take care and enjoy.